Well, hello, FCCT kids. I'm glad that you're joining me today as we continue to learn the story of Moses and the Israelites and how God rescued them from Egypt. Now, we know the Israelites have already left Egypt, and I wonder if they thought it was just going to be easy after that, because it certainly has not been easy. I mean, first of all, they're traveling through the desert, which would be hard, but they've had a few challenges, haven't they? They had to cross the Red Sea. They didn't know how that was going to be done when Pharaoh's army was coming after them, but they got through it. God divided the water, they walked through dry land, and they were able to get through the Red Sea. And then last week, they were worried about food and water. They were grumbling, they didn't know where their food and water was going to come from. And again, God provided. Remember, he had Moses hit a rock, and then water came from it. And then remember, he had manna fall from the sky every morning, which is like kind of like bread, and then quail every night, which is a bird. So he has provided for them. Now they have another challenge coming up this week. So let's hear about that. So there was a group of desert nomads. Nomads are people who wander around the desert, which so I guess the Israelites were kind of nomads. They were known as the Amalekites. They came up behind the Israelites traveling and they started attacking the weak and the old people traveling at the back of the group. Moses told a young, tough leader called Joshua to choose some strong fighting men to form an army and to go out and fight the Amalekites the following day. The next day they set off. Moses told them he would stand on top of a hill with the staff of God held high in his hands. Moses, along with Aaron and a leader called Hur, went to the top of a hill to call on God's power in the battle. Moses held up his hands. While Moses' hands were held high, Joshua and his men began winning the battle. But Moses' hands got tired and he lowered them. And then the enemy started to win. As Moses became exhausted, Aaron and Hur sat him on a large stone and they helped him keep his hands held high. They supported him all through the day until sundown. Joshua and his men fought victoriously all through the day as Moses' hands were kept high. And that evening they won the battle. God told Moses to write something on a scroll that Joshua and the people could read and be reminded of later. He had him write, I will completely defeat the Amalekites, so they will no longer exist. Moses built an altar and called it, The Lord is my banner. Then he declared, As the Amalekites attacked us, the Lord will be at war with them from now on.